Welcome back to another episode in the meal prep series. Today's is all about this one pan, easy to make, super flavorful fajita chicken that you can just pack up and store in the fridge or freezer for later. Ingredients and nutritional information always in the description. Easy to make chicken fajita meal prep. Let's do this. First, the ingredients. You'll need 1100 grams of chicken breast, 320 grams of basmati rice, 1100 grams of assorted bell peppers, a large fistful of cilantro, 500 grams of red onions, 4 limes, 1/3 cup of olive oil, and our spice mixture that I'll break down in a moment. With the peppers, if you look closely, you can see that they have these deep indented areas that run down their lengths. This is where the pith is, the slightly bitter white stuff on the inside. When chopping, you can avoid them by using the indents as a guide. So just line it up like this, and once you've made that first cut, you can see exactly what you're trying to avoid with future cuts. So just keep slicing while staying away from those indents. And then what you'll be left with is just the pith and the seeds and your perfectly chopped peppers with no mess. Take these peppers and slice them lengthwise like this. So not too thin, so that we can make sure that they hold up to the cooking process. And just repeat these steps with all your other peppers and put them off to the side. Next, we'll need our onions. Chop the tops off, then cut them in half, which will make peeling much easier. And then cut them roughly the same thickness as those peppers. Then with the limes, we'll just cut them in half lengthwise, and then quarter them just like this. Now line a baking sheet in foil and lay down your chicken right in the center. Followed by all your onions on one side, and then all the peppers on the other. Next is that spice mix. You can use pre-made taco seasoning if you like, but here we're going to use 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon dried oregano, 1 teaspoon ground coriander, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, a half teaspoon cayenne, half teaspoon of salt, and a half teaspoon of pepper. Then just mix it all together like this. And now preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, next we'll drizzle on all our olive oil. And then make sure to give everything a nice mix. This will make sure the seasoning coats everything well. Which we'll now add in next. And give everything another toss until all coated. Then we're going to throw it all in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes, or until you hit a 165 internal temperature. Once there's 15 minutes left to cook, we're going to combine all our rice with 2 cups of water over medium-high heat. And when it comes to a boil, we're going to cover and place on a lower temperature element to simmer for 10 more minutes. And now our fajita chicken pan is done and smelling amazing, and here are all the macros for that. This also means our rice is done, so pop the lid off and fluff with a fork and put off to the side while we bring our chicken over to be cut up. And you can see here just how juicy that came out. Alright, now the home stretch. First divvy up all that rice equally in your containers. Link to these ones in the description, and macros for the rice listed as well. And then we'll add in all our peppers evenly. Followed by our onions. And then our juicy chicken. And then for our garnishes, we'll add a large pinch of our cilantro in each one. And finally, a couple lime wedges for you to squeeze on when you're ready to eat. And here you go, meal prep fajita chicken. And here are all the macros for that. Slap a lid on and store in the fridge for 3 days or in the freezer for 3 months. And these high protein meals are ready to go when you need them. And there we have it, meal prep fajita chicken. Just grab a piece of that lime, spritz it all over your chicken, and dig in. I mean, there's no way this wasn't going to be amazing, right? Give it a try. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.